What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to the beach. I am Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because we're going to be showing off one of the newer cards in maybe my new favorite deck. We are showcasing the Earth Elemental, and believe it or not, this is our main damage dealer, kind of. So the way it works, you can read the description in your own game, even if you don't have the card. It buffs units that use virus or have the venom damage, okay? So that is why we have Ivy. So when playing this deck, Ivy is going to have the most damage in the game, but it's because you are playing the Earth Elemental. And those are our only damage units. That's the deck we're rocking with right now. Pretzel Thrower for slow, Pretzel Thrower for extra damage. That's it. We don't have a Boreas in here. We don't have anything else in here. This is an Earth Elemental showcase, and I'm really, really excited to show how this deck works. That is the equipment we have on our gadget. But without further ado, let's jump into the first game of the day and kind of show you guys how this deck works. First game of the day here, and as you can see, it is a replay. Okay, I was playing this deck, playing around with a bunch of different decks, and actually ended up finding a couple of wins with this deck that I couldn't really believe, okay? Which is pretty funny because, like I said, there's not really a damage dealer in this deck except for Earth Elemental and Ivy, I guess, which are usually support cards in a deck. But all the other ones I was trying out, if I throw Inquis in, it very quickly becomes an Inquisitor deck. If I threw in Corsair, it very quickly becomes a Corsair deck. Minotaur, same thing, right? I tried it with Boreas recently. Boreas just wasn't all that great in the deck, but it was also kind of turning into a Boreas deck. So I tried to eliminate all chances of it not being focused on Earth Elemental, and ended up just doing straight Earth Elemental Ivy damage and kind of spamming it out and seeing what works the best. So when we're playing this deck, fellas, I'm using Harlequins on only Dryads. I'm really just trying to get like one really high-ranking Ivy, maybe two if I can. And then I do pretty much the same thing with our Earth Elemental. One or two, maybe three high-ranking-ish. And then I just fill the rest of the board with pretzels. And the reason I do that is because it's all in the idea of adding to that Ivy damage. Even if pretzel is all over the board and there's tons of traps all over the board, trap or whatever, that damage is going to show up in the Ivy category at the end of the game because it's the decrease of the shield of the monsters from the trapper to where the Ivy can then output more damage. But our opponent here is playing the deck. The only difference is that he's got Priestess in there, max level talent Priestess, instead of Dryad, which is a little bit interesting. I don't hate the idea. I don't even have max level Priestess. I think my Priestess is maybe level 12, and it's only that high purely because of me wanting crit, wanting more crit. Which way do I scoot? Am I scooting that way? Am I scooting that way? Am I better on the chair now? Yeah, okay. You guys can't tell me that it's a fake chair. I only did that for the crit. I don't think I really ever use Priestess. Dryad is just universally better. It's easier. Although, using Scrapper and eating Priestesses gives you the Priestess mana. So I do really like that. If he was trying to go like full on mana and he was rocking like Trickster and then also Priestess with Scrapper, I actually really love that combination. I haven't really thought about that until just now. So he's probably not spamming Priestesses out, combining them out realistically, because you're getting the equal amount of mana if you just eat them with Scrapper. So I kind of like that idea. Maybe we should showcase that again. I haven't made a video on that mechanic in a long time when I really like that mechanic. Before we get into the rest of today's video, I want to give a massive shout out to today's sponsor, Rogue Energy. If you guys haven't heard about Rogue Energy, they are a Gatorade substitute. So they have energy drinks as well as a hydration line. And the hydration line is what I'm so excited about because I'm a big coffee drinker. I drink coffee all live long day, but I also love to have those energy drinks, especially when I'm going to the gym. I'm very health conscious. I'm sure you guys are too. I hope you guys are too. That's why the hydration line is so fantastic, because you still get that same energy boost, but with far less caffeine. So if you guys are interested in that product, go down below. Link is in my description. We have 30% off all products on their website, and they've got a whole heck of a lot of products. Let's look at a couple of them. Blue raspberry, pina colada, sour candy, fruit punch, rocket pop. I think I had black cherry or something the other day. It was fantastic. Go check it out. Use code BEACH in checkout, okay? If you use code BEACH, you're going to get a 30% off discount, and it's only going for the next 3 days. So come Friday, that is the last day you can use that code. Go check it out. Go get that money. And after Friday, we are going to have a continuous code for 20% off. But why waste that 10%? If you guys are interested, go look at it now. Go get that extra 10% and go enjoy your energy boost without caffeine. Guys, it's absolutely massive. But without further ado, let's jump back in to today's video. But let's jump back in. Let's look at how this board. Oh, one thing I didn't mention is when you're rocking Pretzel, Trapper, you really want to try and get your Trappers to rank 3. Rank 1, rank 2, they're fine. Rank 3 is when Trapper really starts to shine. So try and rank them up to the best of your ability, just to make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck. We've got a rank 4 Ivy. That's as high as I need to go. Rank 3 Earth Elemental. That's pretty good. We've also got 3 rank 3 Pretzels. You can already see how we are playing this. And notice that I did not show you guys win or lose in the beginning of this because it is a replay, so you should be able to tell. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to make you guys wonder. This deck versus Inquiz, come on, there's no chance we win this, right? There's no chance we win this. Nah. Pretzel ended up taking out, what was that, Puppeteer? Took out Puppeteer without actually taking a hit, which is pretty cool right there. But guys, if you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video, and also share the channel with your friends. If you enjoy the content and you think they would too, share with them, because it enables me to continue making those videos, and it also helps us grow our Rush Royale community. And just a little reminder, guys, we make daily videos. We've been making daily videos for over 2 years now. About 2 years now. Wild to think. Every single day. That's what daily means. Pretty wild. I'm just going to say that. And if you guys want me to continue doing that, we got to make sure we're liking, commenting, viewing. I don't even know. Like 90% of people who watch the videos aren't subscribed. So just give a check. Maybe you thought you were and you don't. It doesn't matter. Let's go back in Tribunal. Tribunal's kind of tough with this deck. Not that we're great at taking out any boss with this deck, but Tribunal, we're really never going to take out Tribunal before it hits, so we're always going to kind of get ranked down. We are rocking Gadget. I don't necessarily think you need Gadget. You could probably do decent with Mary. You could probably do decent with Snowflake. Trickster would probably help. Honestly, Jay wouldn't. Like, you could probably run this deck with almost anything. And my Earth Elemental is only ranked 9, which isn't bad. But just because it's a new card, it's, you know, a little bit tougher to rank up. And I think that's definitely one of my lowest leveled cards that's not a legendary. Because legendaries, obviously, if you have it at level 8, it's fine. You know, I think my Dryad's at level 8, and I've had Dryad since day 1. Let's look at our board again. We've still got that rank 3 Earth Elemental, but I think it just got ranked down by Tribunal, maybe just once. We might have had Tribunal twice. We still got the rank 4 Ivy. We've got a rank 3 Dryad. Another rank 3 Ivy. Ivy and Dryad, I always mix up when I'm looking at my board. They look too similar. There's too many green things. Too many earth tones. I guess it makes sense. They're part of the Forest Alliance. Too many earth tones in this deck. Ivy, Earth Elemental, Trapper, they're all brown and yellow and greenish. I'm not a fan. Not my earth tones. We've got earth tones in the back, but there's more blue than anything. Blue, knock my water over, blue, green, brownish. I mean, that's boss number 3 or 4. And we took out Assassin after taking 1 hit, which the timing for Assassin's a little bit different, much like Tribunal. I think it's a little earlier than most. Like, if we were going up against Bedlam, I don't think Bedlam switches us there. Let me know if you guys disagree, but I don't think Bedlam switches us there. And this deck, it genuinely isn't a slow deck necessarily. completely getting bailed out by Pretzel's extra slow and OP-ness. OP-ing. That sounded bad. You guys know what I'm saying, right? But it's not a slow necessarily, right? It's really hard to actually run slow in this game right now, ever since Vortex. Even though Trapper is the best slow card, you end up killing things. You end up actually going through bosses and going through waves decently well. It kind of goes in waves, kind of like Boreas does. Boreas goes through those phases. Phases is a better word. We got a 7.5 boss right there. He's actually dealing with a 17 million HP boss. But look at that, 7 mil to go through, and we are actually going to take it out reasonably well before the first corner. So we did get hit by Virus a couple times, which is obviously not great, but we haven't yet maxed out our Earth Elemental, which you would think is one of the first things we'd max out, but we haven't maxed it out yet. He is getting decimated over there by Virus, and the worst part about Virus, actually there's a lot of worst parts of Virus, but if you don't take it out early on in that, like when it first appears in that wave, it's going to keep hitting you. It's not going to go away that next wave anytime soon. And it doesn't give you that good of a chance to end up taking it out. He took it out. I'm very surprised. There's no way he was able to combine out and Virus isn't on his board anymore. He must know something I don't. I never noticed that during the game, but that's very odd that he was able to, A, take out Virus, and B, there's no Viruses left on his board. Did he just get like a crazy lucky? I'm not sure what happened there, but look at our board. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pretzels. I think we had 7, but I combined one out. Six pretzels. Still that rank 4 Earth Elemental going ham. Another pretzel right there. Plenty of Dryads, plenty of Ivies, rather. Again, I'm mixing up the words. You can see how I am progressing. And his board looks very messy. Let's be perfectly honest. 10 seconds to go. We're trying to go through Vortex. And I am amazed that this deck is actually working. Okay, I think it, like I've said, I think it's just as much a Trapper as it is a Earth Elemental deck, as it is an Ivy deck. All 3 pieces really need to work cohesively, but 20 million to go through. Look, watch the HP drop. So it was like it went down by 3 million. We still took it out before the first corner. It drops. It was like 20 million, 19, 18, 13. And then it was like 13 million, 11, 10, 1. Like it drops completely with the extra damage right there. That's how Ivy works, though. You know that's how Ivy works. It only takes out units or damage. It only takes out monsters periodically because it's got to let them build up. And when that first one dies, right, it does that cloud of smoke, cloud of venom, and actually takes a bunch of stuff out altogether. So 55 seconds to go here. We've got Warlock. He did take a hit there. I've got a rank 4. I actually did not see that I had a rank 4 Ivy, so I ended up copying a rank 4 Earth Elemental, which I don't think is a bad thing. We did get to our gadget active ability, which is really good. We've still got a handful of Trappers, but now we've got a bunch of open space, which definitely is making me nervous. 30 seconds. I would love for all that open space to be pretzels, but they're getting to the end of the board. We worked so hard there. Oh, we took a hit, but we ended up combining it out. I just want pretzels. That's all I want. Warlock, 18 seconds. We took a hit right there. We just need to not take 2 hits. We're going to combine out. Oh, we survived. We can't do anything else. 8 seconds. We're trying to go through this mass right here. 300, 200, 100. We took another hit. 1 second. And we made it to the next wave. Warlock, 43 million. But as long as we are able to slow down more than him, we might be able to win. And looking at his board, he's got everybody on a Knight statue except for 1 Inquisitor. But what is he lacking? He does not have his trainer right now. I don't know if he used it right at the front there. He doesn't have his trainer, and I've got way more pretzels than him. And when I say way, I mean 1 more. I only have 1 more pretzel. But they're all much, they're not even that much higher level. He's got 2 rank 4s. I've got 4 rank 3s. And... oh, he almost had his trainer. He almost had his trainer right there at the end, but we came away with the victory. I hit him with a good game, but it doesn't show emotes at the end of the game. We're going to check his stats right quick. He does have a level 20 trainer, which is decent. He maxed out his rares. If you see this video, Snickers, do you regret maxing out your rares? Let me know. Did you not know that there were epics, or are you happy with that? I'm not really sure. Let's check the stats, okay? I do have 1,000 more crit than him. All right, I'm not going to try and go over that. But he is rocking a level 12 Inquisitor with the deck, Inquis, Trapper, Night Statue, Scrapper, Rhyme, and Accidentally. I mean, it's a really fantastic deck. It really is a fantastic deck. But we came away with the win right there with Ivy. And I'm going to take it any way I can. Guys, that is one game in the books. We're going to show this deck off one more time. Let's jump right into it and see how it goes. We thought the last game was a weird deck with Priestess. Now we're going up against an opponent with Gargoyle. Roman 308. What's up, dude? Love the fact that you're running Gargoyle. One of my favorite units, one of the units near and dear to my heart. Let's get it on. Okay, he's got Gargoyle, he's got Pretzel, he's got Cold Mage in there as well. I think that right there may be the weird part of this deck. It is a max talented unit, so that's pretty cool. But he's got Dryad and Portal Keeper, to where I think I would have taken out Cold Mage and just put in Harlequin just to make sure that you could spam out as many Dryads as we can. But we're feeling good. We've only tried this deck out a handful of times. We've gotten a win. We're trying to get a second win, and this guy's not playing a Max Tesla, Max Robot, or Max Minotaur. So let's get into it, okay? We're doing the exact same thing. We got to make sure that we hit our gadgets quick. Gosh, when I watch replays, I realize how long it takes me to hit my gadget. Garrett, hit your dang gadget, bro. Oh, I'm just wasting. It's just sitting there. Garrett. Boy. Oh my gosh, this is how long it takes me to hit my gadget? This is insane. Finally. I must have been doing something. What was I doing? I don't know. I must have been, I don't know, watching a YouTube video or something. But that took a while. Let's focus back up, okay? We've got plenty of Dryads. We're just trying to, right now, get Ivies as well as Earth Elementals on some of those not gadget tiles, on some of those amulet tiles. I always mix those up as well, okay? We found an Earth Elemental. We got him right up to 3. That's very, very good. Okay, we can start working on an Ivy. Once we get one of those on a square, and then we can immediately switch gears and start leveling up our trappers. Virus is coming in, so I'm trying to build a little bit of mana. I'm trying to make sure that I have units that I can just combine out when he comes down. We took that out pretty good. We got a Dryad right there. I'm going to combine that out. I'm going to put that on the Earth Elemental. Rank 4 Earth Elemental right off the first wave. Don't mind that too much. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to take that. We do have Tribunal, though, which makes everything interesting. Rocking this deck, I feel like you could maneuver a couple of cards around. You could probably, if you had to replace a card, I would definitely say replace Harlequin. You could put in Cold Mage. You could put in Reaper. You could put in Crystal. The only problem is that all of these units, you kind of need a handful of them. If you also need to get a bunch of Crystals on your board, Crystalmancers on your board, I think you're going to run into a little bit of issues just because you're not going to have the space anymore for a couple of Ivies, a couple of Earth Elementals, and a bunch of Trappers. You just don't have that much space on your board. So that's the reason I go for Harlequin, because it actually eliminates space on your board. You can just combine out much easier, especially with Dryads. But I'm trying to make my board look a little, talking about eliminating space, we're trying to make it look nice and compact, because we do have Tribunal coming up in 35 seconds. Let's see how long it takes me to hit my gadget this time. Oh, he's paying attention, finally. He put down his lunch, and he's paying attention, finally. Guys, if you want to catch me live, I do live stream. We live stream exclusively on Twitch. It's just twitch.tv/GameByTheBeach, and we'd love to see you there. We live stream on Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can play with me, play against me, challenge me, suggest a deck, enjoy polls. You can, whatever you want. Okay, it's always a bit of fun. I hope to see you there. We're going to combine out a little bit. We did combine out those 2 Earth Elementals. I only played this game, I don't know, a couple hours ago. So I should somewhat know how I'm going to play it. Now we're digging for some Dryads. We got a rank 3 right there. The fact that we've got a rank 4 Earth Elemental and a rank 4 Ivy is really, really fantastic. Those two work really well together. I think just getting those kind of staples in the deck. Come on, hit your gadget, boy. Don't you fail me now. Hit that gadget. Gosh, I'm slow. Having those 2 units at rank 4 is really setting me up for success because that's what we need. I don't know where I'm at. Sir, come back to us. This is why I gotta do them live. All right, hit my gadget. And then I complain that gadget takes too long to come back, and it took me forever to hit. Bedlam coming up. This is the real test, okay? We can go up against Assassin, we can go up against Puppeteer, we can go up against all these different ones, Tribunal, whatever. But Bedlam, if Bedlam switches us and we get some really awkward units and tiers and all these different things, it could be all she wrote. Okay, and he's relatively protected. You can see 2 of his attack gargoyles are shielded. That third one is not shielded, but the middle one, obviously, it's a statue, so that's shielded. He's also got a couple of portal keepers, so that'll protect. But look at how well we're keeping things in front of our portal. Let's see how we do. 500 to go through. See, it went like 500, 450, 400, 350, 300, 0. Like, it just drops completely with this damage. But Tribunal again coming up. I'm still liking our board. We now have a rank 3 Ivy also. And I'm thinking we're just going to start focusing on ranking up our trappers at this point. We want to max out our Earth Elemental when we get a chance. We want to hit our gadget when we get a chance, but I'm not hitting it. And because it's Tribunal, our plans are a little bit different. We're going to have to adjust it just a little bit in terms of not filling our board, getting it a little bit more compact. You can see I'm still filling my board here, but if I have any intelligence whatsoever, I'll rank out some of these units. Okay, now you can see it. We've got 3 open spots on our board, 4 open spots on our board. That's better than a full board. I'll take that because I don't want to go too much further. I could rank out those 2 rank 1 pretzels, but realistically, it's not going to do a whole lot of difference. So I might not. We'll see. Doesn't look like I am. Take on Tribunal. We both took a hit. None of his gargoyles took a hit right there, so that's really good for him. But if you look at our board, both of our rank 4s also have not taken a hit. So that's also really good for us. Okay, we're ranking that Ivy back up. And every single time we get hit by Tribunal, which we're going up against our 3rd Tribunal in 46 seconds this game, 3rd Tribunal this game, it keeps hitting our trappers. It keeps ranking down our trappers. And trappers are really, really important, like I've said time and time again. So I'm trying to use my Dryads to rank him back up. But since it's 30 seconds to go, I'm going to try and focus again on building up a little bit of mana, eliminating the space, or opening up space on my board. We're going to hit our gadget after wasting 15 seconds. You guys know the drill. It all works out great. 15 seconds here. You can see how many units we've got on our board versus him, but we're still taking things out. Those Earth Elementals are spamming things out so quickly. Everything is getting boosted by the faction booster also this week. So Ivy, Pretzel, and Earth Elemental are all boosted. You can see I ranked out a bunch of units right there. Nothing too crazy. 7 million. Let's see the drop. Let's see the drop. 6, 6.5, 6.3, 6.2, 5.9, 5.6, 5. It went to 5, went from 5 million to 200,000. That was the drop. So it did it very, very slowly, and it got to 5 million, 200,000. Pretty cool. I really like watching that. It's fun to be able to see that, because otherwise, I don't know, I'm paying attention to something else. I know we emoted back and forth in this game also, but again, I don't know if it's, I don't think it saves emotes, which is kind of strange. I wonder how it saves the game, but it doesn't save the emotes. Very, very interesting. Okay, he took a hit. He took a hit. We just have to survive one more wave, and we've got Tamer. So we're not worried about the next boss, per se. But we got to make sure that we take out these monsters on this wave effectively. Because we saw in the last game, sometimes monsters just kind of sneak by and you end up taking hits, which is super frustrating because you're taking out 99% of the monsters, but somehow that one monster comes on by. Again, we're waiting on our gadget. Finally, I hit it. I think we only need one more gadget to get our active ability. Hopefully we won't need it because by now we would absolutely have our active ability if I was paying attention. Maybe I should stop playing gadget because of this reason. I never realized how bad I am at playing gadget. Maybe you guys have known forever and have just tried to keep your mouth shut. But you can see 11 seconds until Tamer. They are getting around our board. Okay, there's not a whole lot else I can do. The fast monsters are the ones going around, but 3 seconds. He's got a ton of monsters on his board. And Gargoyle is not that great at taking out bosses. Okay, 17 million. I think we'll be able to take this out. It's always so surprising how much damage we can output. So let's see. Dude, it was 17, 16, 15, 14 million. I think it got to 12 million. 200,000. 12 million to 200,000. Genuinely, that's what it was. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You can see his monsters. We'll speed it up a little bit here because he's just doing a whole lot of slow, but he's not doing a whole lot of damage. He definitely hit me with a good game about now, and then I hit him with a good game whenever whenever they got to the end of his board. But clearly, it doesn't save emotes. One thing I would tell him: get rid of Cold Mage, add in Harlequin, so you can try and go for some rank 5 gargoyles. I think that would make the difference. You can see his equipment is nothing too crazy. Actually, kind of not bad, but not to par. I've also got above 3,000 crit more than him. Guys, that deck is the best pure Earth Elemental deck that I've found, okay? Our opponents were not equal level, okay? I'll say that right off the bat. It's no secret, okay? Those are the ones we went up against. If you play a weird deck, the matchup's going to give you something weird also. It's going to try and make it even, okay? If I go up against somebody with even account, even crit, even whatever, but I'm playing an Earth Elemental deck, then I guess maybe it's not fair. Let me know what you think. Try this deck out and see if you guys can get a couple of wins. But that is going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.